Okay, so I'm just getting ready to go to Warley. I'm going on Sunday to the NEC. I'll just show you what I've been doing, what I want to take with me. One of the things I'm taking is the multi-panel processor, because Dave from Megapoints has got an update for it. So if I take it with me, he'll take it home and I'll pay for the postage to come back to me. So I only have to do it one way. And there's all my wires. I've put numbers on to know if it's either a switch or the light bulbs. So that's all that. Ready to go. The other thing I've done is a list for my gantry, because I have come up with a plan. As you can see there, on that side, behind there is a motor, but I need to put one on this side, so I need to put another platform in. But for now, I think I'm just going to make it a static, and then later on, when I've got a lot more engines and stuff and got that on with the layout a bit more, I might make an attempt and change this area into it so it moves up and down the rails. So I'm just going to ask the guy if I can have some bits so I don't have to buy a whole one again. I'll have to see what he says. I might have to buy an old one, another one, I don't know. So for now, I may take some videos of the place tomorrow. And I would like to think I would recognise some people I follow on YouTube and meet them. Anyway, I'll speak to you soon. Okay, we went to Warley at the weekend on Sunday. Like usual, it was excellent. So I've got a few things to show you what I've actually got. Now there is one thing I've got, and we're going to have to wait for a couple of weeks, 2 to 3 weeks, for it to turn up. I'm very excited about it. It's something I've always fancied, and it's for me, it's a lovely item. But that's in 2 to 3 weeks time. But I have stuff. What I got this time. I got a bag. No, that's not. Well, I did get the bag, but that's not the thing. Big clue, it's blue, just like the bag, and it is 2 of these. Now, the item number on these is 2F 027 No.008. N-gauge silver bullet. So if I just bring this in for you to have a look at. Now these two were a birthday present. Very lucky. Get into it like. Like normal, in the plastic box, in the ice cube covering it. There's some parts what you have to stick on. Different couplings and different things like that. If we can focus on it. I'm going to focus. So something to put on there. It's very well wrapped again. When I used to do it in the olden days, things just came in boxes and plastic sleeve, you know, breakable plastic sleeves for them to sit in. But these boxes, what you get now, yes, it puts a bit of cost on the money, on the job, for what it, the overall price. But that's it. And that is one beautiful model. The detail is fantastic. The ladder up the middle, warning sign, the little blue there like an open to open it up for it to drain. Yeah, and one on that side, a yellow one. And that's the other side. And the end. Certainly a very nice model. So I got two of them. I won't open the other one to show you, because it's exactly the same. Then I got an engine. Again from Dapple. Show price, brand new from them, £65. And I thought that was a bargain. I've got a 56 already. This is 56006. Bring it round so you can see it. But I haven't got one in this livery. So again, same sort of method. Instructions. yet again, cover over it. I'll just get it out. Sorry about the knocking of the camera. Another bag of bits. Different couplings, different sizes, brake pipes and stuff to put on the front of the engine. And this is the engine. Which is very nice. A good local for my power station, because that's what it says on it. If I can get it to focus. I think it says Ferry Bridge C power station. That's the front, which is very nicely done already without the other bits on. Love the colour on the front. Hadn't seen really one on the front end. Could be the same on the other. And then the other side. So for my power station, I have another loco. So I'm going to put the chip in now, because you've got to run them in. This one, because it's one of the older ones. So I will just turn you off. I'll get into it, put my chip in, and I'll be back with you in a second. Just taking the lid off of 56, and just some detail on here. Look at that grill work where you can see all the way through the compartment. Now I know when it's down you don't see through it, but it's not just a piece of plastic painted looking like a grill. It literally is a grill, and I do think that is excellent detail. And something I didn't show you before was the roof. Now when you do take them off, on this one, it's already got lights connected, so you just have to be careful you can't just take it right away. So I'll put this chip in, like I said, I'll be back. So there's the chip. So that was very easy to put in, and I'll just close this up very gently, and then we'll have a little test. So the new class 56, it's on its way for its test run. It's running in. It's running at half the speed, what it recommends. And the other thing I did do was oil it, like it said, when you first get it. And it's a double-ended worm engine. So that will now run for an hour in forward, and then it'll run for an hour in the other direction. So on with the next while that's doing that. Just one thing I did do. Took that with me to get updated. And silly me, because this has already been updated, I thought it needed updating. And it wasn't this bit. It's the units, the panels, what the servos connect I need to take. So that was my mistake. That's what you get for not asking. So I will have to send or take the 2 panels to get updated on my Megapoint system. I got some of that Plastic Magic 10 seconds cement. I don't know what the actual difference is between that one and what I would call the original one. That one. This must just take a bit longer, this one. And the one in the yellow box is what it says, quicker. So I got one of those. I've got some of this perfect plastic putty. I thought it was something good to have in stock. Now I've started doing scratch building and building more plastic kits and white metal kits. So that's something else I got. Both of those 40 mils, £6.99. Got another one of those. I have one. I've started using this after having watched a guy on the internet who said that was the best way of cleaning the soldering iron. And I agree. It is better than rubbing it with the water sponge. I've got another rocket card glue because you can use that literally for any paper, not just modelling. Now the guy, Dave, at Megapoints, bless his little cotton socks, I'd mentioned on a previous video that one of my detectors wasn't working. And the first thing he says, after saying hello, was, "I've got a bone to pick with you." And I went, "What?" And he turned around, he did a bit of searching in one of his drawers at the show, and he gave me that. A replacement. Now, I didn't ask for it. I wasn't expecting one. I'm a type of person that if you got 7 and one doesn't work, it's not the guy's fault. It's just one of them things. I did say to him, "What do you think it is?" He said, "I haven't got a clue." Very honest of him. But it was very kind of him just to replace that. To make that 8 up. But I did get another 8 detectors. Block detectors. So I can do a bit more on the control board, putting those on. So I got 8 of them while I was there. I got an AA Land Rover, very nice vehicle. That was from the actual Oxford shop themselves. Lovely vehicles they are, as so many people have them. And then I got from these guys 2 skips. I thought I'll try theirs. Now, at a guess, I haven't read, but I assume these are 3D printed. You get some signs to stick on at the back. But these guys, if you've not looked at their site or seen them before, they are triers. I do understand that if you ring them up and say, can you do? They'll have a go. And they'll try and make it happen. And if it works, they'll then just produce it. One thing I like about these is you've got actually one skip open, which is very unusual. And I think that's a nice touch. As you can see, there, 329, and that's the code number. And I'm naturally engaged, so it has an N on. So I got one of them. I got what they call precast concrete drain pipes. 3 of them. That's the code. £2.59 for those, and that's them. Now, I haven't read yet what that bit of wood is for. It may be actually thinking about it, it'll probably be a pallet for you to stack them on. Carefully peel, and it has some signs to stick on as well. And another thing I got was that. Now I've seen this in 00 because they did it in 00 first, I think. I'm taking a bit of a stab, but there are loads you can make up on pallets and in Engage, and that's the code. And they're £3.59, and you just have to make them up. All the instructions are inside, and then you wrap them up in the printed paper what they supply, which I think again is bloody marvellous. To think of little things. And then for Christmas I got an ambulance. That is my Christmas present. But I'll just come back to you in a couple of minutes. I'll take it out of the box and I'll show you a bit more detail. These are very recent of these. I'm waiting for a modern day police car as well, but I'll just take this out of the box, unscrew it, and I'll show you again in detail. So that's it out of the box. Great detail again by Oxford. Got it right. But look at this. When the camera stops shaking. Look at that. On the front end, on the top at the front, on the side, two on the side, the rear, and two on that side. Isn't that an absolutely work of art? It's absolutely brilliant. I just love it. I believe this is the second attempt she's had at getting one of these. The first one, the guy made a mess of it and didn't just give her the ambulance, I don't think, if I remember rightly. Oh yeah, he sent the ambulance. So he said he couldn't do it. Or she bought just the ambulance, and then she saw this again, and because they were there, she could take it away. She actually got it there and then, and that's my Christmas present. I think it's absolutely marvellous. Lots of money. In between, they're varying different ones, but the roundabout, you know, in between 45 and 55, I believe. The best thing was when I saw it on the stall, I nearly got one myself, but I thought, no, don't get it straight away, see other things. As it turns out, I'm glad. Wouldn't have mattered if I had two. I mean, as it turns out, I do have two, but one doesn't have flashing lights on. So I just think that's marvellous. And this one, it's a warning on it. It is a 3 amp only. So I have to watch that. Now, you just put the wires through the board, won't fall over, like that. I do have the fire engines, but this is the first attempt I had with these, so Oop. Now these only have the lights at the top. Bring it in, move it out of the way. They only have them on the top there. Now that is still a brilliant work of art, how they've done it. But they now do it with the lights all the way around, just like that ambulance. And I believe this is 9 volt. Let me have a look. No, I do apologise, this is 3 amp as well. Now this is 3 amp with a coin battery. That's 3 amp is the ambulance, but it has 2 AAA batteries, just a different way. I have two of the fire engines what light up just on the top. And the other thing I have is a very old ambulance. Which I'll just plug in. This is still very cute. Now, they only had one light on top in the olden days, so you can't improve that. They didn't have flashing lights at the front like they do now, like on this one and on the back. You know, it's just so taken with that new version. And you put that on your layout, and some people I follow have done accident scenes, and you just put that flashing light on. It's just makes it amazing. So up to now I have 4 different vehicles with flashing lights. Now I got the AA van without, but I do believe that also comes with flashing lights. So one day I'll get one of them, just in keep improving. So that is what I got. I am a very lucky chap with my birthday presents and Christmas present, and I'm very lucky with my surprise what's coming in 2 to 3 weeks time. It's 2 to 3 weeks because the guy who's going to do magic with it, and I'll explain this when it comes, he's away for a week. He's going to have a week's break and then he's going to tackle it, which is very kind of him. I've tried different companies and people, and they basically said it can't be done yet. One of them said yes, it can be done, but it's an absolute swine and he'll never do another one. I'm not going to tell you who they were because they do marvellous work anyway with other things. But this young lad, mind you, everybody's younger than me now. I'm an oldie. But this young lad says, let's go and have a look at it, because I asked him the question, can it be done? And he says, well, I don't know. Can't see why not. Let's go and have a look. We went to the shop where it was being sold, brand new. We asked the question where the engine was, which is a bit of a clue that it is an engine. And he says, right, can be done. We took it back to his work area. He was one of the lads who had a table and was showing what he can and can't do. And in all fairness, it took him a good quarter of an hour to get into it. Now he knows how to get into it, he'll know for the future. But he says, I'm going to have to take it away because it needs running in first before I do out with it. And I'll explain that when it comes, because I don't want to give too much away. So in 2 to 3 weeks time, I'm hoping I get it back, and I hope he's done it. I hope he's beaten the odds. So that's what I've got. The Class 56 is still running round at 60. It's not going very fast. I'll just take the camera off. Excuse me a minute. That's it going around. Like I say, it's not going very fast, but it is only running in at the moment, so it's a goods wagon, a goods train puller. It's not for pulling coaches, but no doubt, as I call it, it's a bit tight at the moment when the engine's been just brand new. So as it goes past again, I'm going to put this video up. Oh, just one other thing. I had a word with the guy who makes supplies, the gantry. P&D Marsh Model Railway Company. Now, I want mine to move up and down the track. I have come up with a way, but for now it's going to be put on hold. So I needed some new parts to replace what I've cut up, so they're no longer cut up. And I want to put a platform on the right hand side as we look at it, ready for next time when I do get round to doing it. Very kind, yet again. He's going away for a fortnight, does right. Everybody works so hard and they deserve a break. So that might be in 3 weeks' time when he has a look at it for supplying the parts. Very kind of him that he would take time to do it and send me them by post. And like I say, in 3 to 4 weeks' time, I would expect. So that's fine. That's great. Very kind of him. So that is everything I've spoken about. I haven't done any filming of the show. There's plenty of people out there what are doing it, putting videos up of the models and stuff. You don't need me to do it, and there's people out there who do a better job than me. So for now, I'll get this up so you can see what I've got, and I'll just zoom in again to that beautiful ambulance. That is absolutely great. So I'm going to put this video up, as I said, what things I got at Warley. As I've said before, I'm a really very lucky chap. I'm very lucky to be doing this hobby. I know it's not everybody's cup of tea. We actually spoke to a guy last week before we went. He just said, "Oh, what are you doing this weekend?" And I said, "Oh, I'm off to Warley to model railway." And he laughed his head off. Just to have to say, "What, you play with trains?" Well, that's basically what I was thinking. You know, you sad person. I couldn't give two hoots. I'm a happy person. And that in life is very important, to be happy. I did it when I was younger. I had a break just due to divorce, things like that, and now I'm doing it again. I am a very lucky person to be involved, putting videos up on YouTube, watching people on YouTube. I've even started to comment now. I've got my own channel, and talking to these other people is an absolute pleasure. They are very knowledgeable and I'm at my early stages. And when you see the people with the stock they've got, rolling stock, wagons, coaches, engines, it's amazing what people over the years have got. And I've been now doing it for 4 years. This is, well, sorry, I've been doing it for 3 years. I've been to Warley for 4 goes, but basically the first one was right at the beginning when I decided to start, and I'm getting a small collection together. It's a slow, you have to pay your bills, and you get things when you can afford it. And if you wait, sometimes you get bargains. And the thing what's going to be on next, possibly next in the 2 to 3 weeks, the surprise, that was a bargain. My 56, what I got, was a bargain. And sometimes you have to pay full price because you either can't, you don't want to wait because they've just come out, or they're just worth paying full amount. And some things you have to just wait for the right time. So please subscribe. Any comments, leave them. I'll get back to you. And thank you very much indeed. Bye for now.